Okay, video 2. So what do we know about this? We know that if we look at if we look at the motivational types of homicides, and we change our uh, if we take the same definition and we look at it from LA versus Chicago, we will see a clear reduction in the number of homicides. What I'm trying to say here, and I apologize for this video thing is a bit different for me, is that if we use the Chicago definition of a gang homicide and we apply it to the sample that was done in Los Angeles, where they looked at over 200 homicides that were labeled as gang homicides in Los Angeles. If we look at that, we're going to see a reduction. We would see a reduction in the number of homicides using the Chicago definition as being categorized as gang homicides. What can we say about this? At the end of the day, what does this mean for us? Well, it means that we can't compare rates between jurisdictions that have different definitions. We can't say that there's more gang homicides in Los Angeles than there is in Chicago if they don't use the same definition. Okay, that's very intuitive to us as criminologists, but we need to be aware of that when we're looking at various studies. And policymakers, particularly on a federal level, they need to be aware of that too, right? Try to think of this in the terms as we move into the Canadian context of our course, where we're looking at the difference between gangs in Toronto, Montreal, and gangs in the prairie provinces, and then the gang situation that we have here in British Columbia. The motive criteria, when we look at the motive for the gang and we use that as our filter, that's where we're seeing changes in the different definitions. I want to look very quickly at the gang homicide situation in Los Angeles. We'll spend more time with this. Basically, LA has had a explosion of crime and gang crime. California as well, and basically this is a tragic circumstance for people in California, but it does provide an excellent basis for researchers. The gang situation being what it is, we know that after the epidemic of crack, that there has been a sharp decline in gang homicides in California, and basically LA County experiences more gang killings than the rest of the state, even after controlling for ethnic, racial, and age differences. We need to look at what works and what doesn't work as policymakers, as criminologists, and I think that's where we'll end this video, so that they're relatively short for you for uploading.